And welcome to another episode of the Grimm Tales podcast. This is officially, I believe, episode 5. That is right. And tonight we will be doing a... Oh, is it 5? No, wait. No, this is 4 or 5. Shit. No, this is 5.
5. It is 5, yeah.
Yeah. This is 5. Fuck. This shows you the amount of bullshit that we have to go through on a regular basis here. But yes, we are officially on episode 5. Let me fix my chair a little bit. And tonight we will be doing, as you can see above right here, we are doing this episode on the film Old, which, as you can also see in the image, is made by good old M. Night Shyamalan. So you know this is going to be an interesting episode. If nothing else. But yes, as always, I am your host, Gabri, and here is your you're my ho-coast. You're my ho-coast. You're my ho-coast.
I'm your ho.
You're my ho. This is the co-host, VC Lauren.
VC Lauren.
I am not mirrored, so let me fix that real quick. I knew I was going to fucking fuck something up. Hold on.
Oh, he does that. Hello again to all my friends.
Okay, we're good now. This is the beauty of doing like off the fly shows, because you get to see us in our organic fucking stupid form. And if you were watching yesterday the Grimm Tales live segment on the gaming channel, you can see how fucking flustered and retarded I can really get, because I was really going through some some really bad parts. I was having an out, man, like really bad out. I wasn't there. I wasn't there. I don't know what was going on. But yeah, regardless, I am your host, Gabri. This is your co-host for the night, of obviously VC Lauren. So how was your week, VC? How did you enjoy everything so far since the last episode? Everything good with you?
Everything's great with me. Just watching movies. That's all I pretty much do. Take care of children and watch movies.
Okay, good.
And TV shows.
Well, yeah.
It's
that adult life.
But it's been a wonderful week, yeah.
Hopefully you guys see that there is an improvement in the audio quality tonight. I do know that episode 4 was a little rough. We were experimenting with some things at last minute and did not take some things into account. But hopefully it's fixed tonight. We did some tests and it seems like everything is good.
Everything is good, I think.
I think everything is good. Hopefully, as long as the video side of things holds up, I think we'll be all right for tonight. But as you notice, the QR code is not in the middle tonight. There is a reason for that. Later on in the show, we are going to have a rating poll pop up right here. And that is where the star ratings are going to be. We're going to rate 3 different things, and then we're going to give you our overall. But that is at the end of the show. And the QR code box was taking up too much damn space, and we don't have enough space on screen, as we need all this other shit on screen. So, don't fear, though. Right there.
Sacrificed.
Yeah. Don't fear, though. Right there below, as you can see right here, there is the URL. The URL did not go anywhere. That is still the same URL. It's just not the scannable QR code. So if you go to that URL, you will find all things Noble on the internet. And there will be more things added as they get added throughout the internet. You'll be able to find it right there at that URL. So make sure to go check that out. If you are watching this, well, of course you're watching this on YouTube. You're watching this on YouTube and not the audio format version. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and follow all that shit. Hit that bell, because you want to know when we're going live. I know there's usually a saying that people, what's that, like, follow, subscribe, or some shit.
Like, follow, subscribe.
Yeah. Give it a like, follow, subscribe. It definitely goes a long way.
It helps.
It definitely does. It helps the algorithm, because if you are not on the right side of the YouTube algorithm, you are basically nothing. YouTube doesn't give a shit about you if you're not on the right side of the algorithm. So please,
you'll be buried.
Yeah. So please, by all means, it definitely goes a long way. But yeah, go to that URL that has everything Noble on the internet you need, and I'll be adding a lot more as time goes on. That'll be related stuff. Everything will be there. So make sure to go to that URL. Of course, the live content, the live gaming content is over on the Twitch channel. So if you'd like to see live stuff, by all means, go over there. If you're enjoying all the on-demand content, then right here on the YouTube, you're fine there too. You're watching the Grimm Tales. This is the home of the Grimm Tales podcast. Is home. Is YouTube. It's home where it belongs. So, but yeah,
that's where Lace is dead and sleeps. takes dumps and lives.
Yeah, lives and shits. It needs to clean up after itself, though.
Yeah,
I'm getting tired of fucking cleaning up after it. Fucking hell. All right. So, with that said, though, I think we will get into some of the gushy stuff. We've killed a good 6 minutes of monologuing.
10 minutes or something. Yeah.
Yeah, like 6 minutes. I got a lot going on now. Actually, I got so much shit going on behind the scenes here, you guys. I hope you appreciate what's happening because I got so much electricity around me that I have to have an air conditioner. It's November, and I have an air conditioner on in the studio because it's so hot in here.
Oh my god. Yeah, I know the lights throw out a lot of heat.
The lights, the electronics, the timers, the
Wires,
cameras,
everything.
the fucking wires, everything. It's so much going on. But yeah, with that said, we are doing tonight Old. Right here, as you can see, this is the image above me. That is the movie we're doing tonight. I think we're going to have an interesting conversation on this tonight because I think me and you are going to differ on this one.
Okay. All right. Yep.
I think from small conversations that we have. See, here's the thing we try to do, guys. We don't really talk about too much before the show. We do the show because we want to make sure our reactions. Yeah, we want to make sure our reactions are to each other are as genuine as possible. So we don't really tell each other. We give like small little things if we need to, and we talk about like placement. But other than that, we don't really tell too much about what our thoughts were. So, but from what I gathered, I think we're going to have differences of opinions tonight. But I will give you this one. I will let you start off today with this one. The opening of the movie. How did you feel about the opening of the movie? The opening scene when they were driving through the jungle, getting to the resort, so forth and so on. What is your take?
It was a general opening scene, like a lot of movies start off that way in the car. It's like a preparation to what's coming. You get a little dialogue. In this case, it was the mom, the dad, and the two children driving down to the resort. And so, yeah, I think it started off engaging because you learn about the characters in those little drives down the street, down the road type openings.
Now, what did you think about I know I'm over here I'm trying to make sure I put this fucker. I said I was going to do it last time and I didn't do it. I'm trying to find out where the hell my do not disturb is. Okay, there we go. Bam. Now, people who like to text message me, because I'm going to say it right now, as I know you motherfuckers that know me, and you got my personal number. You guys like to text me while I'm doing live shit to fuck with me. So eat a dick if you're watching this. A big old bag of mighty dicks. Okay, and now I'm on do not disturb. So hopefully,
chewing a baby's diaper.
Yeah. Hopefully, there's no emergencies that I need to fucking get because it's not going to get them. But that's where we're at now.
So I mentioned the four main characters. I just want to give out their names. We have Murdoch and Trent, I believe, was the little girl and the boy's name, right?
I know the girl had. I know the father's name was Guy.
Yeah, his name is Guy. That's the easiest fucking name to remember. And then mom has a weird fucking name. Her name is Crisco, I think it is.
I thought it was Krista or something. I thought it was. I don't know.
No, it was. I think it was like a French name or something.
It probably is. I mean, because I believe that they were French, so they sounded French at least.
They did.
I know. What was it, like Maddox or some shit like that? Was that the daughter's name? Was it Maddox or something?
Yeah, her name was Maddox, and the kid was Trent.
Yeah, Trent. Yeah. See, here's go ahead.
No, I was just going to say that, it started with all of them having a little dialogue. From the beginning, I noticed the mom was always somewhere else. Like the kids were talking, the husband was trying to talk. So her character begins to develop there. There's something on her mind right from the beginning of the movie. That's what I gather. Like she gave off more of a there's something wrong with me type feeling. Well, the other ones were more happy, more outgoing.
See, I'm glad you got something. That's not. I didn't get that from the start, man. Don't get me wrong. I get what you're saying, and I did get that, but that's not my emotional intake that I got from the beginning of the film.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I knew this was going to be a struggle for me. I didn't hate. All right, I'm going to go on record saying I didn't hate this movie.
Okay.
But it wasn't a great movie.
I watch a lot of movies teenager movies per se. You know what I mean? They start off this way, little road trip with the, obviously this was a more family oriented scene. But yeah, I'm used to these type of beginnings, and I kind
of. It wasn't the beginning's not what bothered me. The beginning's not what bothered me though. What bothered me, I didn't know. Okay, I thought we did talk about this prior that you thought that this was a dubbed movie at first. I didn't think it was a dub movie. What I thought, and I've seen movies that were like this before, was a poor English movie. Because that's what I got in the beginning. I started hearing, and I just, it sounded very dry. It sounded like, the acting, here's the thing. It wasn't that, all right, when we did the Scream movie, right? My big gripe with the Scream movie they were all big well, not all, but there were big actors in that movie, and they didn't really care about the script, so they just fucking fucked off. That was what pissed me off about that movie. This movie, they were trying. They just weren't great actors.
I just think that they're obviously English was their second language.
And they were amateur. They were very. You could tell they were very amateur actors. They don't have a lot of shit. At least big time. They don't have anything big under their belt because they just felt like they were reading a script. The whole movie, they felt like they were reading a script.
Yeah, I don't say that, but out of all of them, I've never seen any of those actors anywhere, but except a few you mentioned to me earlier.
Yeah, I've seen two. I know two. I know two of the actors guaranteed. That was the. I actually have their names written down. Let me look at my notes real quick. Where are you? Okay, here we are. Rufus Sewell, right? Who played the doctor? His name was Charles.
Okay.
He was the guy.
Charles, yep.
Yeah, that was Charles, the one that inevitably kind of lost his mind, I guess.
Oh my God!
We'll get to that later.
He was a psychopath to the whole story.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, he's been in a lot of shit. Notably, just so I wrote him down. So I did. You guys have taught me something. I want you to know because I know him from stuff and I know the movies he's been in, but I still write them down so I don't brain fart during a show. So thank you guys for busting my balls in messages. But yeah, I mean that's the reason we tell you guys to write. So you put us on the right path. That you're gonna help improve the quality of the show. But Rufus Sewell, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He's been in stuff. Let me see. What was he in? This is why I have it written down. A Knight's Tale. I don't know if you remember A Knight's Tale. It was an old night. It was in the 90s. What is it? The Illusionist. That's I don't know. Mid 2000s, I guess that was when that movie came out. The Hercules movie with The Rock, he was in that. You know, the one where The Rock played Hercules.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was in that. And a number of other stuff too. But yeah, he's a notable actor that I know. And Ken Leung, maybe I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm going to butcher it. It's Ken Leung, Leung.
The Korean guy, right?
Yeah. His name in the show. I guess I didn't write his name in the show. My bad. But he's the guy who he went out and swam and drowned. He's been in a number of TV shows like The Sopranos and Lost. And I was a big fan of Lost up until the end.
Lost was an amazing show.
It was.
Up to the end.
Up to the end. And then he was in Sopranos. So that's the only two notable actors. I'm not saying that the other actors and actresses in the film weren't anybody's, but I don't know them, and they might be really big in their respective countries, but they're not household names. So with that said, other than that, I think everybody, like I said, everybody felt like they were reading a script.
You do? I wouldn't say that. I thought the acting was decent, in my opinion. It was no Scream, obviously.
No,
that would have been bad.
I swear, if we revisit another Scream, at least for a little while, let's give that a fucking break.
Yeah, but I thought the acting was decent because for what the movie was about, I mean, it was decent.
My thing. Okay, here we go. I'll hit one
Obviously,
of the things.
The kids just act like kids. The two parents, I thought they acted, pretty okay.
See, I can't. I'm a little different, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get with it. I didn't feel the acting in it. Like it wasn't that they were bad. Or here's the thing, it wasn't that they weren't trying. Like I said, I think they were genuinely trying. I just think that they weren't performing at their best. Like you could just tell. Like it felt like they were reading a script. Like I said, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't Scream. It wasn't Scream 2022 level.
Right.
But it wasn't great either. Now to go into something, for example, I will say, I'm gonna take a deuce on M. Night Shyamalan throughout this entire episode. Here's the thing. It's funny that I say this because I realize this. The only M. Night Shyamalan movies that I actually liked had Bruce Willis in it.
Okay, so
because I liked The Sixth Sense. No, because they were genuinely good movies. Because I liked The Sixth Sense. That was a good movie for in its time, right?
Okay.
I liked Unbreakable. I liked Split because I like his name. I like that actor. I forget his name. The one that plays fucking Professor X in the new X-Men. The Fox X-Men movie, I guess, the later one. Not Patrick Stewart, the second one. I can't remember his name off the back of my head. But he's a great actor. I do enjoy him. And he's in Split. And then they did, of course, Glass. And all three of those movies were connected. They were kind of like superhero movies in a way. So I thought all three of those movies were good, and I liked Unbreakable. But ironically enough, all four of those movies have Bruce Willis in it.
Okay, so
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I didn't. Because here's the thing. I will tell you the worst. I have a thorn in my ass for M. Night Shyamalan because he fucked up one franchise for me. Oh, man. We're getting a little off topic, but I'm I need to give a little background on M. Night Shyamalan so you guys understand why I have a disregard for him.
Why are you taking a big old dump on him?
Yeah, I am a big Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. Like I enjoyed the little books. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the animated series that Nickelodeon did, which is weird because I usually don't get into like Nickelodeon type cartoons. But it was a really like it was like a manga, but it was more adulty. It's really good. The story's really good. It's like 3 seasons. 3 different books, really good. Well, M. Night Shyamalan decided to make a live-action version of it. I was fucking stoked. I was like, holy shit, we're going to have a fucking a live-action Last Airbender movie? Fuck yeah, let's do that, right? Oh, man, it was so bad.
It was a major dookie.
Oh my God. It did not do the original.
You anticipate something so much, and it's just have to be.
And it's such a great story, but again, I think me and you've mentioned this before in our small little chats. He's got the directing skills of an attention span squirrel. Like he doesn't stick with like he'll in 5 minutes in. If this one's notorious. Yeah. 5 minutes in, he's like the story's describing like okay, like for example, here you go. Like when they part of the movie where they explain that she's got a tumor, right? When they're in the hotel room, they explain that she's got a tumor. Literally 2 minutes. They didn't even give you enough time to digest that she's got a tumor, right?
Right.
Literally, like 2 minutes later, they're talking about how they're getting divorced. It's like
the movie was a little thrown around.
It was. That's how M. Night. But that's the thing. That's how he does things. All his movies are like that. Okay. Except for the 4 that I mentioned, they were actually fairly well structured. But most of his movies, like The Life of Pi, which I really wanted to like that movie, but again, it was a very random, shot out fucking movie. Like he's like a Picasso when it comes to movies. Like you gotta just like the abstract idea, like of everything just being thrown on the wall and hope that it comes out good. But yeah, that's like I said, you're gonna see that I deuce on M. Night a little bit tonight, and that's because this is definitely one of his average films. This is not one of his one. This one did not fall in the few that were good. This is definitely in his larger list of not so good. And of course, the fact that he had to put himself in the fucking movie, like
yes, he did, which I liked. I liked the fact that he did do that.
I mean, a lot of them do that shit.
He had a shitty role. He was just a driver.
But a lot of directors are doing that nowadays. I mean, the guy who does, was it Waititi? The guy who does like the Thor movies and shit. He's in every movie. Yeah, a lot of the movies he does. He'll have like a little. He even said it like in his contract clauses. He has to have a tiny role. Stephen King
Right.
used to do it. It's not even the first. Stephen King used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Anytime Stephen King's movies used to be put into, books used to be put into movies, he would have to do like a
He had to
cameo.
be in it.
Stan Lee.
Nice.
Stan Lee's another one. Stan Lee always had a cameo in every one of his comics that got turned into movies. So it's not anything new.
Oh, so it's nothing new then. Yeah.
No, directors and writers and shit having cameos. It's just I could have did without M. Night being in it. It wasn't that exciting to me.
He didn't even have an important part.
No. Now I will ask you this. Maybe you understood something. I want to know. What was the point of them? They made a big deal about this in the beginning of the movie, and throughout like half the movie, they made a big deal of this. What was the point of them making emphasis that the kid would remember everybody's name and occupation when they didn't use it once in the movie?
They never used it, but they
made it a big fucking deal, but they never once used it. Why?
They never used it. No, if I just want to make sure I remember this correctly, this was the kid that did get left behind, right? The son of the.
No, that was that was the main family. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're right. Then it was never used.
It was never used.
We just asked that to random people, but was never used.
Like if you're gonna make that much emphasis on something, you would assume that it's a big deal that it's gonna be part of the plot later on.
Right.
But it never was.
Yeah. But a very important part of the plot is that in the beginning, when they got to the resort and they were treated all nice and they got these special drinks, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
Because it makes sense at the end.
Yeah. Which we'll get to that. Yeah.
And everything. Yeah. They did meet a little kid who's supposedly the son of the manager there or whatever. That also handed the other little boy a piece of paper with a couple drawings in it.
Yeah, no, and that does make sense. We'll get to that later on. That does make sense. Remember that. Ironically, I missed that. I think that happened. I think that happened while I was writing a note.
Okay, yeah, that happened when they were like playing and all that stuff.
Yeah, I think
very important
because I think that was when I was writing notes down on the whole, like him being like.
Because that little kid knows more.
Yeah, no, he absolutely did. And you know that towards the end, but but yeah, no, I don't know. That's the only thing that bothered me from the far. Well, it bothered me towards the middle, right? Because I actually rewrote the note, right? Because in the beginning of the note, like in the beginning of the movie, I wrote down why was the kid running around asking everybody their name and occupation. I didn't understand it. Halfway to 45 minutes into the movie, I revised that note and said, what was the point of him doing that? They didn't use it once.
They didn't use it once. And I'm not going to say no more so I don't ruin the ending for anybody. But because he did ask those questions, he did know that someone was an important figure to give some information to.
Wait, no, I think I just hold on.
Because of those questions at the beach,
he was able. Not just that, he also knew he was able to construct a list of people that went missing too.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay. The police officer took a picture of, right?
Okay. Yeah.
That's the one, right?
All right. Okay.
Yep. So it kind of. Yeah.
All right. I'll give it that. You know what? Cool. That's the reason why I write these notes down because I just didn't. It didn't make sense to me. So I'm quite glad that you got that.
Well,
now it makes sense.
The whole thing, I'm like, because I did think about that. Why is he asking these questions? Never. And then boom, right at the end. Makes sense.
I will going back into the acting. I will tell you this. This is again why I felt like things were very scripted. This movie had the most casual seizure scene I've ever seen in any movie.
Oh, the lady.
Like she just randomly drops on the ground, which okay, I get, and then has seizure. Okay, I get, but nobody around is actually going, "Oh my God, what's wrong?" Nobody's doing that, right? And then the doctor comes up and he's like, "Oh, she'll be fine. Just roll her on her back or roll her on the side, right?" He was all casual about it, and then she fucking after having this violent fucking seizure, she looks at him and she makes a joke. Like nobody's making a joke after a seizure. Shut the fuck up.
Nobody's doing that shit after a fucking seizure.
No. Like, it was the most casual, who gives a fuck seizure I've ever seen in a movie. And that, again, plays against the idea of, they felt like, this is coming from the mind of M. Night Shyamalan, and I think he smokes a lot of crack before he writes a movie.
Maybe he thinks that people are supposed to react opposite of what they're really supposed to react.
Like, because I don't even want to say something like fucking some other interesting drug or something, because because at least that would make him actually see some crazy shit. Like whatever he's doing isn't giving him good ideas; it's giving him bad ideas. So he needs to stop whatever the fuck he's doing before he writes a script.
Yeah. So now you mentioned that she had epilepsy. Throughout her comments, you're going to notice if you watch this movie that a lot of people that went on to this beachfront or whatever the hell it is, they have an impairment. They have an illness of some sort.
Which you don't... Okay, that's cool because this goes into another one of my notes. You don't really know that till about 75% into the movie. And I say that because this goes into my note. What I was going to say is like, as I watched this movie, 3/4 into this movie, I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Like, they did not do a good job of laying this plot out. It was so thrown out there that you're just like, okay, I get it. People are aging. Why? Why are people dying? Why are people aging? Why is this happening? And it's not even suspenseful. Like, if it was in a suspenseful way, that'd be like, oh, I got to know the answer. This was making me angry because it wasn't suspenseful. It was just poorly written out.
It was poorly put together. It was just...
There was no structure.
The story development didn't have a structure to it.
No. It's like I said, it's like it's the attention span of a squirrel. That's what it is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because then they all get invited. The guy makes it seem like it's only for them. You know what I mean? Like, come. I can set this up for you. Come to this miraculous beachfront type thing, but then it turns out that when they get there, there's a couple different people. Two already there. Well, one because one died before the other characters got there.
Yeah. Which also confused the shit out of me, right? Because it's like, okay, this is still in the beginning, so we can go into this. The movie starts off with the beach scene, right? Well, it doesn't start off with this, but when they show you the beach, it has this chick. She strips down. All you see, she's naked. She walks into the ocean, right? Okay.
Yeah, she walks into the office and then begins to swim. And later on, we realize how she died. Later on, towards almost the end of the movie.
You get it like 3/4 into the fucking movie. You find out why she died, but you find out she died a quarter into the movie. So for like 50% of the movie, you're wondering, well, how the fuck did she die?
And if you notice, the rapper's name was Semi or whatever was his name.
I can't remember.
Everybody thought he was the problem. He did it,
which was stupid. Okay, which again was stupidly written, right? Because a lot of movies that they have a suspect of a killer, but it's not the killer. They make it obvious that they make it seem like he could be the killer. This was so obvious that he wasn't the killer. So when everybody was blaming him, you're like, really? This is stupid. Like he was obviously 100. Like you had to be a really dumb motherfucker to blame this guy. Like it just didn't make sense. It wasn't sold correctly.
But I guess because they just got there and then she, washes up. Her body washes up from the ocean. The kid finds her, I guess. That's how it happened.
I was playing hide and seek or some shit.
Yeah, he was swimming or something, and then her body brushed up against his.
Yeah.
And then he ran out screaming.
Let me see. What was this? Okay, I already did that note. Okay, well, we'll get to that one in a minute. I don't know. I don't know, man. Like, it was so... I think, like I said, it wasn't the worst movie that I've ever seen. But it was so fucking random that's what...
I liked it. I really did like the movie, but it took me a while to just figure things out. And I'm guessing everybody will because it was just so thrown together.
Like, don't get me wrong. I didn't hate it. Like I said, I didn't hate the movie by any means. But it wasn't a good movie either. At least for me. Like, I didn't think it was a good movie. Like... It wasn't a bad movie, but it was not a good. It was definitely below average for me in a sense.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was just a lack of. It was the lack of structure that really did me in because it was like I said, 1 minute they're describing a scene, they're angry about this, and then the next minute something else is happening, and then the next minute they don't like a good story allows you to absorb the moment so you can feel it, so it affects you no matter what it is. If someone dies. That scene has to affect you. I didn't care when anyone died because I didn't give a shit about any of the characters because they didn't make me care about any of the characters.
Yeah, the characters weren't built in a way where you actually felt for them like a lot of movies do. Where you actually like
I would have at least hoped that I was at least rooting for the kids. I didn't even give a shit about the kids. I was like, fuck them kids. Like,
So, I mean, so at this point they're in that beach area. It's like a half moon beach, right? Just
Yeah.
it's
like a crescent
portion of
beach.
it.
Yeah.
And then
What's
the
a
rapper
cove?
gets
That's what it is.
upset.
It's a cove.
It's like a cove. And then we learn that they can't leave. The rapper tries to leave and he passes out. He gets to a certain point in this cave entrance and then he passes out. And in that part alone, I was like, what the fuck just happened? Like, it didn't make sense. You see nothing. You see absolutely nothing. Just him like twitching up and falling. So that leaves you to wonder what the hell was that?
No, there was that fucking. I don't know, like. And their theories were just whack as shit. And then here's the okay. I'll say this did annoy me. I will say this annoyed me. When they were starting to realize that things were off, right, and the mother was talking to the kids, they weren't showing you what the kids look like, right, but you could hear their voices.
Yeah,
you knew that they were old because you could hear that they were old, but they went like a good 8 minutes through the whole movie where they wouldn't show, like it was so suspenseful, like it's such, oh my god, wait until you see this reveal. It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, and then you notice when the mom was just standing there staring at the kids, wondering what's happening. You're wondering why is she acting so strange? Because she started acting that way before we even saw the older characters of the children.
Yeah,
So-
that's what I'm saying. It's very random. Like I said, it's not good directing. And again, you know what? I think maybe this movie, you know what? Again, here we go. We're going to swoosh on good old fucking M. Night again. I think the movie might have been better if it wasn't M. Night Shyamalan directing and writing it.
Okay.
I think maybe it could have been a better movie. Maybe. He's not a great director. Like, I know some people swear by him. They're like, oh my God, he's such a visionary. He's such a great. No, he's got like massive ADD when it comes to directing. Like he does, like he can't focus on one thing. Like I know, like for example, like when I first started writing music back in the day when I used to do the performing and all that bullshit. One of the things that I had to learn was focus on the song that you're working. Because when I first started writing music, I would be writing like 5 different songs at once, and then some of the songs weren't getting enough love. They weren't coming out as the best quality because I just wasn't giving them focus.
Forever because you were just focusing on too many.
Exactly. So it's like now just focus on one song and make that the best song you can and go from there. And that's how even with the video with the directing and shit that I do now, right? Because obviously I do all the directing and shit. I feel like I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not no fucking like Quentin Tarantino or anything, but I do like directing, and I am getting much better at it. And I do fancy myself as maybe pursuing that at some point in my life. But even when I do that, it's like I understand. Like when I'm focused on writing a script for something or trying to make sure directing the structure or the performance of something in a given scene, I focus on that because I want to make sure that's the best scene I possibly can have. He doesn't do that. He's just like, you know, it'll be cool. Let's do this. And then 5 minutes later, wait. No, let's do this instead. It's like a little kid in a sandbox when he's got a writing pen. It's like, fuck, man. So I think the movie could have been better. Maybe it could have been better if there was a different director. Like, I'm just gonna shit on M. Night. That's what it is. I don't even want to shit on the actor. It's M. Night's fault. Fuck him. He ruined. He ruined The Last Airbender. So fuck him. We're gonna dog on him.
That's right, asshole. Don't do it
asshole.
again.
Don't fucking touch my movies no more.
Fuck you. And then let's see. And then after that, it's a lot of dialogue in the movie. A lot of nonsense dialogue. I noticed. Like,
which still didn't make no sense.
To get to the next, shit that makes no sense. Let's see what happened next. So after they discover they can't get out, then they start noticing that they're all somewhat aging, or their disability looks like it's progressing. Because that's what started happening to the doctor. He started talking into himself and everything.
Well, actually, he wasn't even the first one. The first one was the girl because he started, which is a great timing. He started tripping out when her tumor started acting up.
Oh, that's right, during the surgery.
Yeah. So he's sitting there fucking like, they're like, oh, we got to cut this tumor out. And he's like, have you ever seen that fucking movie? Like, yo, my guy, focus.
Exactly. So who died next? Was it the old lady, the grandma, whatever, the doctor's mom?
Yes or no? Because I'm going to touch on a scene that I actually thought was brilliant. There is a brilliant scene in this movie, but I'll get to that in a minute. That the first or the next death either involved this scene that I'll get to in a moment, or it was the old lady. I can't remember, but I remember the old lady, the grandmom, the doctor's mom. She was like, protect them, whatever, blah 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 blah, and she was telling him that her she felt weird, her chest hurt, yada yada. Right there, see, that's the thing that was kind of predictable to me, because obviously the movie's about them aging, and she's going, "Oh, my chest is hurting." Okay, she's gonna have a heart attack.
Yeah, and it makes sense because she was already old, so they weren't going to make her age anymore. They were just going to make her whatever her disability.
She was just going to die. That was it.
Yeah, just progress the illness and kill her.
Yeah.
No.
So I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Now, okay, I will tell you the one scene that actually saved a portion of this movie for me. Right? Okay. Like, if it wasn't for this scene, if there's a couple scenes in this movie that I actually liked. Ironically, it involves the same actor, the actor that played the boy, which eventually the son. I can't remember his name. You said his name earlier.
Yeah, Trent or something like that.
Yeah, the brother to Maddox, I guess.
Yeah, his name was Trent.
Trent. Okay. Well. Mind you, what was he, like 8? I think he was. So technically, even though he grew up, he was still 8 because he's mentally 8. Yeah. Doesn't matter if your body changed, you're still 8, right? Well, he was an 8-year-old that went through puberty and got horny.
Yes. Oh, okay, yeah. He had.
Then he banged
off-screen sex.
He had off-screen. Yeah, this was off-screen. He banged the fucking other little girl, which by this point they're like 16, I guess they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Bangs her, and then you don't know, like they're just hugging and shit in the tent, right? You don't really think.
Yeah.
Oh, they're saying shit like, "I feel funny. I don't feel the same anymore." You're like, "Oh, he's going through that. I get it." But then they come out. Now this is, like I said, this is what I honestly wasn't expecting them to bang.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that. Like, I didn't think that was going to be a story arc that was going to be pursued, right? It does make sense if you want to try to do it, right? So then you didn't know it, and like, okay, they had it all. You didn't hear nothing or see nothing or anything else. Nope. But all of a sudden they come out and everybody's looking at them, and then the little girl, which is what, like 7 in her brain? She's like 7. She's carrying a baby. So you're like, what? Didn't expect that.
They just walked into the scene, and one, I believe it was one of the doctors said, looking at her physical appearance at the moment, she looks 7 months pregnant.
Yeah.
So she was about to pop.
Yeah, 7 months pregnant.
And they just had sex like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. But again, the scene that followed that was pretty cool too. Mm-hmm. Not cool as in, oh man, I loved it, but cool as in the way that the direction went, I guess, was the fact that the baby was born and then instantly died because it died of malnutrition because it was aging so fast that it didn't have enough time to like suckle a nipple or anything or nutrition. Yeah, it didn't have no time for it, so it just died. And I was like, it was like, damn. I was like, oh shit. They actually, not only did they make, basically these are 2 fucked up, very very brave things to do in a movie. I'll give give M. Night this, because not only because it suggested, right? Yeah, they're like 16, 17, right? But technically they're 8. So basically, you just made 8-year-olds fuck, even though their bodies are like 16. They age fast. They're still 8 years old. So you just made 2 8-year-olds fuck and have a baby, and the baby dies. That's brave as shit.
Yeah, because they never mentioned whether their brain develops.
No, they do. They do, because even towards the end, they were like, I wonder if all adults, because they said it. They were like, I wonder if all adults still feel like kids, or if we feel like kids because we were just kids a couple hours ago. So they're still kids. They're just kids in adult bodies. Their physicality changed, so their hormones changed, but their way of thinking didn't. So they still think like 8-year-olds.
Yeah, and obviously time went really fast, because no more than like 2 scenes after that, she's climbing the rock. No freshly birthed woman is going to climb anything. No. I have a lot of children, so I know how my wife feels after every birth. Well,
they do that early on in the film. They do at least intelligently. show you that injuries heal fast because time is moving fast.
Yeah.
So if you get cut, you scar up quick.
You see when the doctor slashed the
dude's face,
the rapper, it just faded away,
and then it was just a scar. It was always just a little scar on his face. Or even when, like for example, okay, we'll go back to the mother. I forget her name.
Right.
When they cut out her tumor, they couldn't get the tumor out at first because every time they would cut the wound, suture, cut it open to get it out, it would seal up. So
they had to put
their hands, which
hold it open for a
while. I gotta comment about that.
Okay.
Listen, I get that everything heals fast, right? But everything heals fast. That doesn't mean that it heals right. So obviously, like for example, we'll go into this later a little bit more. But when with the rust, see how the rust caused a big. We'll go into that scene in a minute. But see how that was a bad thing and it happened so fast, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you have like a whole bunch of strangers. There was like 8 different pairs of hands in this chick's fucking guts.
Know.
Just random, no clean, no sterile, no nothing, all up in her.
And there was no infection, no nothing.
No staph infection, no nothing. Like you're gonna tell me she didn't get sick? Like there was an open wound, no alcohol, no nothing.
That entire scene wasn't realistic. I mean, number one, and
you can't just cut it out like that.
You can't just cut it out like that. That takes precision.
Yeah.
And
you're gonna fuck something up. Like that's not something. You're not gonna just be like, "Oh, I got it,"
there and fisted and pulled it out. That's what he fucking did.
Big old basketball size fucking thing. Like, no,
that's not how the body works.
No, it's not how the body works.
She would be bleeding everywhere, internally and everything.
But let's just put that to the side. You know what? We'll put that level of realism.
It was a supernatural film in the beginning.
Yeah.
So
we'll put that. But come on, if you're gonna. But see, the only reason why I bring up the staph infection is obviously that was irrelevant later on because they did something with the rust. So if you're going to do something with the rust, why didn't a staph infection happen?
Right.
Why didn't she die from a staph infection in 2 minutes?
Yeah. Because that's what should have happened.
That's what should have happened. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what should have happened.
Because you didn't clean. There was no sterilization. You did it. You did it with a fucking pocket knife. Right. No sterile tools.
Sterilized.
Yeah, which wasn't sterilized. Dirty hands. Dirty ass hands. Dirty ass nails. Everything. Like you're out on a beach, shit blowing in, sand blowing all in, bacteria. Yep. Like you should have gotten a staph infection, and it should have killed you in 2 minutes, but it didn't.
Should have been dead.
And like I said, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have such a gripe about that if they wouldn't have done the rust scene later on.
Later on, yeah.
Which we'll get to. We'll get to that, and then you guys will understand why I'm making a big deal about why we're making a big deal about this. Is because if you're going to do one thing, you got to follow it up with another. Like you can't have plot holes. That's a plot hole.
No, it has to be. What's the word? I don't know. It has to make sense if you're going to make one thing make sense and not the other.
Well, you can't not do it because then, like I said, that leaves plot holes. And plot holes,
right.
For me, here's the thing: I can overlook maybe 1, 2, maybe even a handful of plot holes, right? But it depends on the severity of the plot hole, and it depends on how many you have. And this movie had a lot of fucking plot holes.
Oh yeah,
holy shit! And they didn't even bother to explain how, like the coral thing. Like, what? Why?
Yeah. Why? Well, I mean, it does make a little more sense when they open up that paper, but that's towards the end.
Yeah, but it still didn't even fully explain why the coral did what it did. Like,
true, it was more like I don't know. They kind of like pieced it together somehow because I don't even know how they pieced it together and then went with it.
Yeah, they just were like, "Ha, blue is green.
Yeah, that's what that
we're
says.
going with
that's
this."
That's what that says.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Yeah, no build up, no explanation, no nothing. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't even a matter of like, oh, our audience is intelligent, they'll figure it out. No, it has nothing to do with that. You didn't even give there's no science to what the fuck you just said. No. So how the fuck am I supposed to know what the fuck you're saying? Like,
no, it made no sense, but it worked in their universe, I guess.
It did, and it is what it is. I'm not mad, but I don't know.
And then we have the Korean actor. Korean or Chinese. I apologize if I'm wrong.
I think he's Korean. I'm not even. I don't know. Whatever. Go ahead, bitch at us in the comments. Whatever.
It's made sense to me a little bit. He's like, I'm going to go swim out, and I, should be able to make it. Boom. He washes up. Couple scenes later. So now we learned that you can't even escape the island by swimming.
No, you can't get it by swimming. You can't fucking.
At least not that route. Because let's see, we had the girl climb, the pregnant girl. That didn't work. Mm-hmm. You can't go through the tunnel, and you can't swim out.
Yeah.
So you would think you're trapped 100%. No way out.
Okay. Here's another thing. I didn't know this. Maybe you didn't know it either. If you did, kudos to you. I did not know this. I didn't know two things about this actually going into it.
Okay.
One, I didn't know that this was a book. This is a graphic novel. Didn't know that.
Yeah. No, I knew it because I read it in the description, but I know nothing of the book.
Yeah, I know. I was doing my research online. I found out that it was a book. So I don't know if the book maybe the books are better. Maybe the graphic novels are better. I don't know. Never read them.
Explains itself a little better.
Maybe they did. I mean, and honestly, here's the thing. I didn't even know this was an M. Night Shyamalan movie going into it. I didn't know it was M. Night Shyamalan until I seen him in the movie.
Okay,
right when I seen him in the beginning when he was the tour guide, basically, I was like, wait. That's M. Night, and then I looked it up. Oh man, he's a director.
Yeah,
fuck, this is gonna be one of those movies. Okay,
yeah.
So I didn't even know that, but like I said, I don't know who is to blame. Maybe the books were horrible. I don't know. I'm not even going to speak on the books because I've never read the books. But
he's not only the driver, but he was also at the end the guy looking through the telescope, right?
Well, yeah, he was the voyeur. He was the one up on the hills going, oh yeah, kill yourselves, die, like you fucking weirdo,
yeah. Probably watching the two little kids plow while
probably thinking about that. Yeah. What's this? See, okay, here you go. I'll tell you right now. Like, here's some of the other movies that you might know. We were talking earlier about M. Night's track record for me, right?
Okay.
I forgot. I have them in notes here. I'm looking over my list of movies that he did because I know all these movies and I'm like, okay, these are a list of the movies that he did and this is the track record that he has, right? For me at least. I don't know if you've seen any of these, but I've seen all of them.
Well, I've seen a couple, but
The Happening. A shitty movie. Mark Wahlberg couldn't even save that movie.
I'm trying to think if I.
It was the one with the plants and shit. The plants were killing everybody.
I think so. I can't be sure. Though.
It was weird. It was fucking weird.
I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen a lot of his movies.
Oh man, you're lucky.
That out there right now, I haven't seen a lot of them at all.
The Last Airbender, complete fucking dog shit. Very angry about that.
Yeah.
Sixth Sense, great movie. The Unbreakable Saga or trilogy or whatever you want to call it, the one that Unbreakable, Split, and Glass, great movies. Love those. The Village, 50-50. Wasn't a bad movie. Wasn't a great movie.
Okay.
Life of Pi. Weird.
I didn't see that one.
Weird fucking movie. Weird fucking movie.
That sounds like a comedy.
After Earth. This movie was shit. After Earth. I don't know if you've seen it. It's one with Will Smith and his kid. No. It's like some post-apocalyptic.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's the first one his kid did, actually.
Yeah, it's the first one his kid did, and he was in there with him. The movie was shit.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, I might have just liked it because Will Smith was in it. I'm a big Will Smith fan.
I couldn't even like it. I couldn't even like it for that reason. Like it was such a because his son's not a good. I don't like his son as an actor.
No,
his son's not a good actor at all.
No, he's just trying to do what his daddy was doing because it was easy for him to get into Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. And then the other one that I have written down is Signs. I know you've had to see Signs.
I've seen Signs. Yeah, that's the one where you never see the monster in the movie
or
whatever.
Well, you do. You see the aliens towards the end.
Towards the end, that's the one with what's his name in it?
What's his name? Mad Max.
I forget, but it was the one with the in the crop field, right?
Yeah, the crop fields. They got the circles. Water apparently hurts them or some shit.
Yeah, I remember hating that movie because I never saw the monster towards the end.
Yeah.
I hate movies like that. I fucking hate movies like that.
No, I do. I definitely agree with you. Some of them can be okay, depending on the movie, if it's done right.
It depends how it's built up, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. But no.
There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. And most movies, they unfortunately drop the ball with it. But again, like I said, and that's not even like M. Night's fucking full, obviously, not his full filmography. He's done a lot of movies. Those are the ones that I know right off the bat, and I didn't fully go through. But he's got a hit, and he's got a lot of movies, and I can only say maybe I've even liked maybe a quarter of his entire fucking filmography, maybe.
The filmography. Mm-hmm.
So he's not. I know, like I said, I know a lot of people swear by him. They say he's a genius. I don't see it. I don't think he's a genius. No, I think that's a little bit too. I think that's a little too bold to call him a genius.
He's creative. I'm gonna tell you that because this movie, even though it was thrown around and everything, I thought it was creative.
I don't know if I don't know if I want to call him creative. I would say this: he's brave because he'll do shit no one else wants to do,
Yeah, he'll just think of some dumb shit.
And even if someone that
put it
knows
down
better, even if someone that knows better, be like, yo, I ain't touching that. He'd be like, well, fuck it, I'll try it.
Yeah,
Why not?
He'll do it. He'll find a way. And
He'll-
apparently, this movie was self-funded. I did read that.
He funded the movie?
He funded the movie. Yeah,
Fucking wow.
I think that's why he might have been in it. Because for what I've read somewhere, this movie came out, but he had a huge pause in between movies. I'm guessing because the other ones didn't do that well. I guess.
Even the movies that I actually like Split and Glass, they didn't have the bang needed to make them big blockbusters. I thought they were still good. Again, I think it was mainly the actors that made the movie, like Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson, and
Right.
fuck, what is his name? I can never remember his name. Great actor.
Because they're seasoned actors. You know, they've been.
Yeah,
doing
they're
this
all
forever.
three. All of them are great
Yeah.
actors. So I think that's
Right.
maybe the reason why. And Signs, Bruce Willis. Don't get me wrong. I from what I know, Bruce Willis is a fucking prima donna. But I don't care how he is as a personal person.
His acting is good.
He
yeah.
could be an asshole in real life, but he is a good actor. Bruce Willis has always been a
Yeah.
good actor. He's just
Although that Signs movie sucked, but
well, no,
but
that
he was
wasn't.
okay in the movie. That wasn't Signs.
No, that wasn't. No, he wasn't in Signs.
Who did
Signs
Signs?
was fucking God. Oh my God! I see if I. This is why I need to like start thinking ahead. Fucking Mad Max.
I forget, but
Hey Google,
yeah,
who played Mad Max?
you did it again.
Mad Max has a cast of more than 60 actors. Here are the first three: Mel Gibson,
All right.
Charlotte
Hey, Google.
and Anya Taylor-Joy.
Stop. Mel Gibson.
Okay.
No Gibson. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Sorry
good.
guys, I know I'm probably pissing you off with doing that multiple times in the show, but I can't not have the information. So I only did it once. In this show. I'm gonna eventually not have to do that.
Go do it again.
I'll probably do it again. So yeah, but here's the thing: a lot of people they have fucking Alexas anyway, so they're
But
probably
she's the
good.
bigger one, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, she's the more popular one, so chances are
I
I'm
don't know
only.
why, because she's dumb as fuck, but
I absolutely agree. But yeah, that's him. And that was the acting in the movie wasn't bad. In Signs, the acting was good, but the movie was just dog shit.
it was hard for me to follow. It was hard for me to It was hard for me to just sit through it because I never got the antagonizer in the movie. Like, you
No, it
see
never
to the
it never
end,
felt menacing.
no, it never felt menacing. Nothing, just suspenseful. But that
Like
was
throw
about
me
it.
a fucking bone, do something, you know?
Yeah,
Like-
something, man. Show me a demon titty or something, man. I need
So,
something.
I think you know what's great. I think this is becoming a growing trend. I think at least out of all the 5 episodes that we've done so far, I think 3 out of 5 of these episodes you've said "show me a titty" at least once.
A titty, but that's my thing. If anybody
That's
wants
yours,
to keep
yes.
me happy, show me a titty.
Yeah, you want to keep him happy. You want him to give a fucking 5-star rating on a movie. Show a
Exactly.
little bit of
Show me a
nipple.
titty. Show me a titty, because that will get you far.
That'll get he's a fucking Jeffrey Weinstein over here. What the fuck?
That's right.
Just show me a titty and I'll get you a roll.
Come on, listen. If I said 2, that's greedy, dude. I'm just saying 1. Show me
Yeah,
a
just,
titty.
even a half of one will do.
Right. Oh, half a nipple, that'll still work.
Well, then this movie
wasn't
must have
me.
did really poor because all you seen in this movie was like a partial butt cheek.
Yeah, just that's it. That's it.
That's all you got. And I was only in the very beginning when the one chick dropped down into her nothing and went into the ocean.
Nothing and just went swimming.
So you didn't even see any side boob or anything. You didn't even you didn't even see no side boob or anything. You just seen some butt, and that was it.
That's it. That's it.
That's it. That's all you
It's
got.
an okay way to start a movie, but nothing special.
But here's the other thing, right? I don't. Okay, as much as I love a good nude shot or sex scene in a horror movie. It's not always necessary, right? It has to be done right.
No.
If it's a cheesy horror movie, then yeah, throw sex all over the place, right?
Oh yeah.
If it's an intelligent horror movie, it can be used or it can't be used, right? This movie wasn't trying to be a cheesy one. This was trying to be a serious horror movie, and I don't feel like that scene made any sense. It was. I could have dealt without it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Her walking in, getting naked, that was okay, cool, but it was unnecessary. It didn't sell anything for me.
It didn't sell nothing. Yeah, it didn't make or break the movie in any way.
No.
So it was.
They could have completely
So it was
not
whatever.
had that in the movie, and I wouldn't have gave two shits.
Right.
Which it sucks, I hate to say that, but it's like, and there was quite a few things that happened in this movie that were like that. So, getting into like the girl climbing the rocks, right? That was random as hell too, right? Because she's like,
It was.
I'm gonna just fuck it, and she just randomly ran up the like. For one, here's the thing, right? You were 8 years old a couple hours ago. How the fuck do you know how to rock climb now?
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
Okay,
because she was
went from
climbing
8
like a
years old.
professional. Like, that was professional rock climbing. She knew how to grab
was.
shit and everything. How'd you do that?
She went from 8 years old, all right, to fucking having a baby, and now she's a professional rock
No,
climber.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And she would have made it to the top if only she didn't block out like the movie makes you do every time
which
you
I
get to a certain
get,
point.
which I get. I mean, at least they stuck to that. They didn't fucking he didn't squirrel out on that one. He kept that as a theme.
Yeah.
So I'll give him that. At least that's one topic he stuck to, I guess. But I don't know. It's like there were so many things like that just were so random. Like, I don't know, man. Like the doctor loses mind. Okay,
He loses his mind
because everybody
and
started
then
going there. Like they were losing their mind. Some were losing their sight. Some were losing their
at the
hearing.
point he starts like stabbing the sand, right? And then,
Yeah.
And then he kills the rapper.
He kills the rapper, dude. Just stabs the shit. Which is crazy as hell, right? Because they make a suggestion that he's a racist prick. Because right, they go up there like they were like, "Why did you do it?" And he's like, "You didn't see him. that boy was going to steal my stuff."
Yeah,
Like,
he started saying some racist shit, like he was gonna steal his shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know, you could put that together. Like,
absolutely,
you were
that's
just saying
exactly
that 'cause he
what that
black.
was. You were
So
saying,
it's
yeah,
like,
exactly.
so,
You're like this
So-
rich doctor, white guy,
Yes.
and you're saying that because he's a black guy. Like he was going to steal my shit, so I had to stab him.
Down on a poor black man. Yeah, come on.
Like, damn. Like, again,
Like, okay.
M. Night being ballsy with what he does, because he was definitely ballsy with that. Didn't need to be there, right? It was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was.
It was completely unnecessary. It did not need to happen. But,
like the little spiel he went on, like that wasn't even needed in the movie.
no,
but he
it
put
wasn't.
It in.
He put a lot of shit in there, right? It's like,
Yeah.
like what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Like, again, I'll go back to my problem with it is structure. Like, so many things happen. Like, we're talking when we mentioned the girl getting knocked up and pregnant and then having a baby and then instantly that whole scene was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes. It could have been just one big scene. Like that's how quick it was.
Now I will say this, I didn't write his name down, did I? Son of a bitch. The actor who played the old, like, not the young version, the older version of the son. You keep saying his name.
Trent, I think it's
Trent.
It is.
Trent.
Yeah, Trent or something.
His emotional scenes, like when the baby died, and
Yeah.
then again when the girl fell and died off the cliff. Bravo. Well, he sold
right.
that. That was actually the best acting in that whole fucking movie, because when he broke down, he had snot coming out his fucking nose and everything.
Yeah,
He
it
sold
looked
that
real,
shit.
like,
Yeah. That
sold it,
motherfucker
yeah.
was sad. And it was like,
Yeah.
okay, you know what? In my opinion, that was the best acting in this whole fucking film.
He should go on to greener pastures after this.
Absolutely. I hope he does. I mean, like I said, again, I don't know if he's already, maybe he's a big actor in another
Maybe
country,
something, yeah.
or maybe he's one of these new generation actors that I don't know shit about. I don't know. I'm not saying that he isn't a good big deal. I'm just saying I don't know him in shit, and I do hope he goes on to do more shit to where I do know him in shit. I hope to see him in some more shit,
Yeah.
because he is a good actor. I'll give him that. It's a damn shame there's no way that him himself could have saved, because even the older version of his sister wasn't a good actress.
No, you didn't think so?
No,
I thought the acting was okay. I really did. I didn't.
I don't know. It like
But you have this keen eye for that. Like I noticed. You have. This
I'm an
keen eye
acting
for-
prude.
Yeah.
Like I'm a very big acting prude. Like, don't get me wrong. If the movie's supposed to be cheesy, like, actually, you know what? No, I can't even go that far, dude. Because here's the thing. Like, and I know you. You're my boy.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up together, right? So know that I say this with love,
with the kindness of your heart. Yeah.
with the kindness of my heart. But I know you like a lot of shitty movies.
Oh yes. Yeah. I've been known to say this: the shittier the better.
No, you are, and it's not even me dogging that because it's like these are obviously bad movies. Like they even know that they're bad movies. Like Sleepaway Camp.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Good movie.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't.
great movie.
No, it wasn't.
Great movie. Fuck you. Great.
That was a horrible fucking movie. I only watched that movie because you asked me to.
Because I asked you to do.
Yeah,
Yep.
and I watched that movie, and I hated you for a night.
I was hoping to turn you over to these type of movies, and now it ain't work.
And don't get me wrong, I like my
Lake Placid. I think.
Yeah, I'm not. Well, no, that's the one with the alligator, right? Lake Placid is the one with the alligator.
I'm also a big animal horror guy too.
Which I like them too. But here's the thing, like I said, don't get me wrong, I like my share of cheesy shit too, right? I mean, come on, I love Nightmare on Elm Street, okay? That movie's like, I mean, come on, he has like dad jokes through the whole thing. Like Freddy's the fucking dad joke master. Ha ha ha! And then he does some stupid shit afterwards, right? It's like he's the dad joke master, but I love him. I love Freddy. So it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't like my share of cheesy ass movies, but I know your cheesy movies. Your cheesy. I'm gonna pinpoint it, right? I know. Yeah. I'm gonna nail it right here. Your ideal night of watching a horror movie is sitting down. Kids go camping.
Yep.
They start fucking somewhere in the movie, preferably in the woods. Preferably in the woods. A lot of sex. Yeah. And serial killer kills them.
Yep.
Credits roll.
And then licks the knife and
licks and then the credits roll. And that is like. You like mindless slasher films. That's the thing.
Mindless chase kids around slasher films.
Yeah,
like
which is fine.
And the Leprechaun and all these fucking wonderful genius people made these movies, in my opinion. Geniuses. These are producers that you probably don't even know their names.
Yeah, these are fucking gold.
Gold.
No, it's like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like, I don't know. My thing is, like, don't get me wrong, I am an acting. See, even if I do watch, like, even I've deduced like Jason movies where I'll sit there and even though I know Jason movies are basically, hey, adolescent teens go into the woods, they're doing naughty stuff. They're doing naughty stuff. Jason's a prude; he doesn't like naughty stuff. So when he catches you doing naughty stuff, he's got to kill you in horrific ways.
Of course.
If the acting's bad in that, I'll make it known. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't shit on Jason for this very reason, right? Out of all the killers, right, mass killers, okay, Jason probably has the best kill scenes.
He does.
Because he does all kinds. Like, what was it? Like, Freddy versus Jason when he fucking folded the kid up in the bed and... Like that shit was cool.
Oh my god, yeah. I like to see. I forget which Jason movie it was when he stabbed the chick in the head and the water pulls her up and you see her titties.
Yeah. Well, of course, there goes the titties again.
Goofy shit like that.
Like he stabs her in the head, but then picks her up like a fucking like a shish kebab, and her titties are bouncing.
And her titties are bouncing.
Yeah. It's like got him emphasized that the titties were bouncing.
Tasty titties, yes. Yes.
But no, like I said, like I will call out bad acting in anything. But again, here's the thing: some people, I differ on certain things with some people too, right? A lot of people say Keanu Reeves is a horrible actor.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But I understand why some people like to say that because he does have a very monotone way of doing things, I guess. Like he's not like. I don't know. He's not your typical. He doesn't act the way everybody else does, and so people are used to a way of acting, and he doesn't act that way. Well, so I understand. Yeah, he has his own style. So I understand why people say he's a bad actor, but it's not that. It's not that he's a bad actor. He just has his own way of acting. It's like Jim Carrey. Like Jim.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like Jim Carrey. No one else acts like Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey acts like he does. Yep. Which, oh my God.
Even in 21, he did good, and that was in a comedy movie.
You're talking 23.
23.
I was actually going to ask you about that. Did you see that? Because I actually loved it. I loved that movie. And it was his only suspense thriller horror movie that he's ever done. And when he did that, I was like, oh my God, this is a new dawn for him.
Yeah, well, when the movie was first announced and I found out that he was the main actor, I didn't think it was going to work for him. I really didn't. But I was
interested. Like, I was like, okay, there's no comedy. Like, even though he was a bad guy and shit and like Cable Guy and stuff like that, there was still comedy. This one, there was no comedy. It was a very serious, dark movie. and he
It's like when
fucking
Robin Williams
nailed
did
it.
That, when Robin Williams did that Photoshop movie.
Yeah.
What was it? 40-minute photo, I think the movie was called, or something.
It's the one where they were like Alaska or some shit.
Yeah, some shit like
yeah.
that. But it was
No, that's what I'm saying. Like people can break out and do a lot, and I do appreciate when actors do that. It's a shame when you see actors get typecast into a role, and that's the role that they do for the rest of their career.
Yeah.
I love experimentation when it comes to that. But again, like I said, to go back, it's like I am a prude when it comes to acting. If the acting is bad because the acting is bad, then it just screams at me. Like I can actually look away, and this isn't just movies too; it's games too. Like a game could have really bad graphics, and I can be like, okay, it's still playable. But then the game has really bad acting in it, and it fucking pisses me off. Because as an entertainer, like I've spent the last like couple decades of my life in different forms of entertainment, music, club running, shit like that, and now I'm doing the video stuff and everything now, and the directing and so forth and so on. So it's like being an entertainer for so long, I try my damnedest to be entertaining. I might not always be entertaining. Don't get me wrong. I'm probably not always funny. I'm probably not always being able to be taken serious, but I try my damnedest, right? And I will be the first person to say, oh man, that was a shit performance. I need to do better. Some of these actors, they're just completely oblivious to it. And they're just like, I am such a diva. I am such a great actor, but they're shit. Again, we go into like Courtney Cox. I'm going to dog on it. We're going to go back to last episode where I dogged on Scream, Courtney Cox and fucking Nev Campbell. Both of them are not
shitty actors.
Both of them are shitty actors. Okay. And they think that they are like top of the line. Like, bitch, you're not The Rock.
Nope.
Okay, like stop it.
Never be.
Like stop it. Like you're not. But like that's like I said. That is, and again, that is like one of the two major gripes that I have with this movie is direction. Like just the script is all over the place. There's no structure. There's no direction. It's very. It's like a 10-year-old wrote it. Like this is because it's like. 10-year-olds can have great ideas, but they don't know how to put them in structure, right? Like they don't. They're here, and then the next second they're there, and they don't know how to structure things, right? They can have great ideas, but they don't know how to lay them out. That's M. Night Shyamalan. He's got the directing skills of a fucking 10-year-old.
Of a 3-year-old.
Yeah, my guy. That and of course, like I said, the acting. The acting. It wasn't by far the worst acting that I've ever seen.
Worst acting ever. Yeah,
no. But it wasn't good acting. But like I said, there were the few actors in the movie that were okay, were good. But all in all, it's just I didn't like the acting. I couldn't do it. Like,
and then after that, we had the lady doing the weirdest epilepsy scene, part 2, because it happened twice.
That made sense. That made sense at the end. It didn't make sense when it happened, but it made sense at the end.
Right. And then she automatically dies, I'm guessing.
Which again makes sense at the end. I get it now. I get it now why even that scene happened. But the fact that there's not even little hints throughout the whole movie. Like you're just kind of watching it, and like I said, if it was suspenseful, I'd have been okay with it. But it wasn't suspenseful. It was annoying. It was like, why don't you just give me a fucking bone or something? You don't have to give me the answer yet. I'll get the answer at the end of the movie, but throw me a fucking bone. Like, fucking give me something. You're out of screen there, my guy.
Yep, I'm here. Trying to pick up my phone.
Oh, okay. Like that was like my thing. Like I said, it was. There's just the structure, the acting, like that again, like the epilepsy scene, like you mentioned. It makes sense now. I understand why that scene happened.
That happened.
But you didn't know that until the last 5 minutes of the movie.
Yep.
And we're going to get to the ending here in a little bit. Yep. Oh, my fucking God. But we're not there yet. Now, again, let's talk about that fucking death scene, because now we can go into why I think that other part was important. The doctor losing his mind, he eventually tries to kill everybody. Right?
Yep.
That he finally loses it to the point where everybody's an enemy and he needs to kill him. Well, eventually the mother, I can't remember her name. You know her name.
Let's dig it up.
Yeah, you can. I know you
I
did
wrote them down.
you did a little better with the notes on the character, on the actors and actresses in this
So
movie.
mom was called again Crisco or Crisca.
Crisco.
with a C.
Crisco. She was oil.
Crisco oil woman.
She was Crisco. Well, she apparently, I don't know. Oh, the reason why she figured this out is because she was like what was she, like a, not paleontologist, like an archaeologist or something. She studied bones and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Well, she realized what rust does, and if you cut somebody with rust and you don't clean it out in time, it acts like poison when it gets into the bloodstream. Well, since everything happens so fast, you cut somebody, it's going to heal real fast, but the poison's going to stay inside. Okay, makes sense, right? Totally makes sense. Kill the person, you stab them with a rusty knife, right? Okay, then the rust basically kills them in 2 minutes. Totally get it, right? That whole scene made absolute sense. But then you rewind, why didn't the chick die from a staph infection in 2 minutes?
Yeah, exactly. When she was getting her tumor taken out.
Because if you will go to the hospital and one fucking thing goes wrong, one tiny little germ gets in your wound when you're in the hospital, you get a staph infection.
Yeah.
So you have like 8 different people's hands in here with dirty nails, also a dirty ass knife. They're digging all up in your shit, pulling out a tumor. No staph infection? None?
Yeah. Yeah.
That did it for me. That made me mad. That actually, because it was like really like plot holes, and they were like plot holes. Like I could see M. Night doing this. Okay, I could see him sitting down at his desk, going over the script, writing it right, and he sees that, and he's like, "Oh man, that's a plot hole." Ah, fuck it. It'll be okay.
I like it.
I like it. It sounds cool. Fuck it. Like they'll get over it. Like that's what it felt like. He just didn't care.
Yeah.
You can't be a good writer or a director and not know that they're like you can miss some plot holes, but this movie had a lot of plot holes.
Yeah.
Now,
and then
go ahead.
there were characters that probably didn't even need to be in the movie, like the doctor's wife and her little calcium deficiency. Although she had a cool death, though.
Her death scene was cool too, where she got all contorted and shit, and her bones are all fucked up in it.
Everywhere.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. Like I respected that.
But
like I said,
the whole movie, she had really nothing to add. She was just like this.
She was just annoying.
Rich wife.
What did she say to her daughter in the beginning? She said, "Sit up. Oh, sit up straight, because then boys won't look at you right." The girl's like 6 years old. No, like 7 years old, and you're sitting there telling your 7-year-old, "Sit up straight, or boys ain't gonna fuck you."
Yeah.
Like she's 7.
Those,
like fucking
old people to get those young girls, or those millionaires to get young.
Like,
Barbie wives, right?
Yeah, Barbie wives. They're fucking. They're like setting their daughters up to be like pageant shit and everything.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that's what it reminded me of. Now she was an annoying character. She definitely lived. She lived longer. She lived longer than she needed to do.
She needed to. Yeah.
She could have died sooner in the movie, and I'd have been like, okay, cool.
Yeah, whatever. She's gone.
She lived almost to the end. She didn't have to.
At least her death was at least entertaining.
It was absolutely. Again, like her death scene was cool. The doctor's death scene was okay. You know, he basically rotted to death. That was cool.
He rotted to death with the rust.
I'm trying to think. Was there any other cool death scenes?
No, not really. Maybe the rapper again. Like serial killer stabbed.
That was like Scream level stabbing. He was like, and then walked off. Like
walked off and
like you could have put him in a ghost face fucking costume and it would have made sense.
Yeah, what was the doctor's issue? Was he going through like some sort of schizophrenia?
It's like Alzheimer's disease or some shit. Maybe schizophrenia, personality disorder, something like that. It was some psychological disorder that he was going through. They never really tell you what he's going through. They just tell you that he's going through a psychological disorder. Again, plot holes.
Yep.
Now, okay, we're going to shoot into the end here. So you get in, they find out, okay? Unless you have something else you need to add before we get there. I don't want to shoot over any of your
It was
points.
just about the mom and dad because I don't. How did they die?
I think they died. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Let's touch on base on that. Okay.
Because I'm confused on that. Yeah.
I think they died naturally because they were happy. Because okay, again, this was such a messy story. If we're gonna jigsaw puzzle it together, basically they were a distressed couple. They were getting a divorce. She apparently cheated on him. He knew about it, but didn't tell her until the end of the movie. But then they were growing old together so fast. Like, here's the thing, right? I understand growing old with somebody. Obviously, you want to find that person you want to grow old with. Yes, that's a thing. We all search for that, obviously, right? We find it, and we
don't even know everything.
But here's the thing. You don't come to that conclusion in a couple hours.
No.
Like, they went from hating each other's guts to, oh shit, we're rapidly aging. We love each other now. Like,
yeah.
That's a plot hole.
They forgave each other. They just whatever. And
now, I could see this being the case. Hey, fuck it. We're going to die here. We might as well forgive each other. Okay.
Right.
Okay, cool.
Maybe,
but you don't have to be like, you don't have to be like, you know what? I forgive everything you did. Like, did you have enough time to process it?
Yep.
Like, you got to have time to fucking like a couple hours is not enough time to fucking process. You were angry. Be angry for a little bit. Get it out of your system. It's healthy to be angry sometimes. You know,
yes,
you have to get angry sometimes. If you suppress all that shit, it's bad. That's a bad message they portrayed there. So that whole thing that they portrayed there was just, it was messy. Again, M. Night Shyamalan at his best.
Okay, so okay, because I was like, I don't remember a death with them. So yeah, so
they did. No, they just fucking. He died first. He fucking just
he just down or whatever.
He just dropped over, died, and then here's the thing that pissed me off about her death, right? So she got up and looked at she went like what, maybe 8 feet in front of them after he died. Looked at the ocean, right? Then the camera pans over to the ocean, and all of a sudden she dies, but somehow she's back with them.
Yeah.
Like what?
Yep. Don't get it.
No, like what? They did a lot of that. I'm gonna tell you right now. One of the things that I didn't like about this movie is a lot of the deaths happened off screen.
Off screen, yeah. A lot of the camera work was weird.
It was
to me. It was a bit weird. I don't know. I don't remember the exact scene, but there was this one scene where he was like zoomed in, focused in on something while they were talking, and it went on for like half a minute.
Again, that's like, M. Night Shyamalan at his best right there. Just weird shit that makes no sense.
Scene.
Yeah. Now, like, again, going back into that though, like I said though, the baby scene, like the okay, another one that hit, right? Like I do think this was a brilliant scene when they were sitting when the boy and girl were talking, right before she died. He was like, "All right, the baby needs to rest now," which means he was going to bury it. And he grabbed for one, you could hear the bones in the I guess the wrap, whatever they had it wrapped up in.
It was like a blanket, yeah.
Yeah, so you're like, okay, so the baby's already bones by now, right? But then they start moving, and you see the dust coming out, and you're like, "Wow, okay, that was pretty deep, right?" I was like, okay, because you don't really get like baby deaths and shit like that. It's a very delicate, very very non-touched subject you do in movies.
Yeah, it depicted the breakdown of the body was
rapid. They did it, and I will like I said, that scene. There, like I said, this movie wasn't devoid of any goodness. It did have good points, but it was just surrounded by shit. You can't. Here you go. You can't give me a strawberry and surround it. You can't give me a strawberry and then surround it in turds.
Yes.
You can't give me that.
On that.
And put some whipped cream on it. It's still, it's still surrounded in turds. It still smells like turds, and it's probably tainted my strawberry with turd juices on my strawberry. So
once you eat it, it's gonna taste like turd.
It's gonna taste. Strawberry's gonna end up tasting like a turd. So, like I said, you can't do it. It's just not. I can't. Like I said, it wasn't the worst movie I've ever watched, but again, it is M. Night Shyamalan at his best.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, we'll get into the ending though. Unless you have anything else you need to throw in. I don't want to cut you out there.
I was about to start spitting on the end.
Okay. Yep. All right. So we get to the ending. Okay. They finally realize this is where that piece of paper comes in. The code that the little kid that he was playing with in the beginning that you said knew more. Obviously, he gave him a secret on how to get out. So that was that plot, that little piece of paper, which fucking annoys me because all that kid had to do was go read that motherfucking note hours ago, and everybody would have got the fuck off the island.
Exactly. There was no need for that whole thing.
No.
I wrote exactly down somewhere on my phone what the thing said. Oh, fuck.
Something about dad doesn't like the coral or something.
Some shit like that, yeah.
Yeah. My dad doesn't like the coral or something.
Which literally meant nothing to me.
No.
And then all of a sudden, they were like,
the coral. What? Let's go swim to the coral. How'd you know that? Like, get the fuck out of here.
That's our metal something. Because they were first talking about wrapping themselves in metal.
Yeah, wrapping themselves in metal. Yeah. Like,
And obviously, where the hell were they going to get metal? So they use that metaphor. Well, the quarrels is our
metal. Yeah,
our metal tube or pipe or whatever they were trying to say. And they went with that.
It, no explanation whatsoever. No theories, no nothing. Shit? They just ran with it. Again, M. Night Shyamalan. Oh, that sounds like a cool idea, and runs with it, but never any fucking plot. Nothing real in it or anything. Just runs with his ideas.
And then they jump into the scene. They go under. Somehow she gets stuck on a quarrel.
Yeah. And then you see M. Night fucking being a voyeur up on the hill with the camera. Oh, they died.
Oh, they died. Yeah. And then for a little while, we believe they're dead. And here's the fucking part that said grind your fucking gears. Because now we go on to another scene. Now we're out of the beach.
Yep. Now we find out. This whole time we're wondering why is all this happening, right? It's not suspenseful by any means, right? It's not a suspenseful guess. It's a very annoying guess through the whole fucking movie. Because they don't even give you clues or hints or anything. It's a fucking pharmacy.
So what it is some
I'm not a pharmacy,
laboratory.
Pharmaceutical company.
It's a pharmaceutical laboratory, yep. And somehow they figured out that this
island has some magnetic distortion that made people add. So it's a natural thing. It's not some mystical thing. It's not some monster. It's not some spiritual thing. It's just a natural thing that the plant. It's like a Bermuda Triangle type thing.
Like the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. It's a natural occurrence.
Natural. Yep.
And the magnetation, whatever. That
so apparently the metals or the magnetation
and the rocks and shit
makes your cells age quicker.
Yeah. So these pharmaceutical company, what they're doing to rapidly test medicines, what they do is when these people show up, they give them the medicines to their ailments, and then they watch them age to see. Like, for example, we're going to the epilepsy. The epilepsy chick didn't have an epileptic moment throughout the entire movie all the way up until she died. That's literally, basically, almost her entire life. So basically, they found out by doing that is they cured her epilepsy. So now they got a medicine for it. Yeah.
So if she would have lived 50 years, in normal life, she would have 50 years free of epilepsy.
Free of epilepsy, right. Yeah. So it's like, okay, cool, but really?
But at the expense of humans.
Right? Like, this is what this whole we already know that pharmaceutical companies are evil. So basically, you just made a fucking movie about it. Like, this is, you know what this fucking movie is? This is Monsanto, the movie.
Yes, it should be.
That's what this is.
I should have named it.
That's what this is. Fucking, like, it would have made more sense. Like, this is all it was. It was a pharmaceutical company. They found the natural place. They used it to their advantage. Nothing special. Nothing crazy.
Nothing.
A pharmaceutical company's evil.
They didn't even go into the lore of the area. Like,
no.
How did this place come to be? How did they discover it?
Like, nobody ever studied it. No one found. How did they find it? No. Did somebody go there and they died and they had to, like, what? How? They just automatically knew.
Unless they turn around and make a prequel.
I hope they don't.
Me neither. I was gonna say I hope they don't.
I don't want M. Night Shyamalan. Honestly, I want him to retire. I don't want to see any more M. Night Shyamalan movies. I'm over it. Like, I think I'm done. Like, the track record's not good, man. Like, there's too many bad, not enough good. Like I said, there is some good, but there's not enough good.
Yeah, if they make a prequel, I'll still watch it though. Fuck yeah.
Man, I know it, and I know you're gonna be like, "Yo, man, let's
you will."
Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do that, and you're like, "Yo, we should watch this for." This is gonna be like a couple years from now, and you're like, "Yo, Old just came out with a prequel. We should do this for the show," and I'm gonna say yes.
Yep.
Because that's how we do it. We each pick one movie, and we don't we don't say no. That's what it is. Just like Scream. Like, I knew I wasn't gonna like Scream. But I went with it.
Shit.
I knew that Scream was going to be a smelly shit, like dumpster fire of a movie, just because all of them are. And I was like, okay, let's watch it, right? Let's just watch it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I know I'm not expecting every movie to like. I'm expecting you to bring movies to my attention that I like, and I'm expecting you to bring movies that I dislike, and I expect the same from myself with you. But fuck, man, just if this comes out with a sequel or a prequel, give me some time. Let me heal first. My asshole still hurts.
I hope there is no sequel. You know, them just coming back with another old horror story.
What was it with this one? This one's in I don't even know. Like this is not a pharmaceutical company. This one's like an athletic company or some shit. Some stupid shit. I don't know.
Studying the effect of life in shoes or something. I don't know.
Fucking bullshit. God damn you, M. Night.
If they do make anything, it has to be a prequel, so they could at least explain what the fuck.
The motherfucker needs to find a new new occupation. Okay,
He's rich enough to just go home right now.
He can.
Home,
he doesn't
bro.
need to make no more movies. Stop it.
Yeah, man. Go home.
Stop.
Enjoy your
fucking.
money.
I don't know. Like again,
Obviously,
I don't know if
you
the book
fucked
for
with
this.
one.
I don't know if the books were good. I don't know. Maybe the books were shit too. I have no idea. I never read the books.
Never read them.
But I'm almost certain that the books were probably better than this film.
That is the occurrence most of the time, actually.
At least with I'll say with M. Night.
Yeah. But then after all that happens, we find out that they are alive.
Yeah, the kids, they're alive. And it was so nonchalant. It was like the cops and shit are there. They're nobody's shocked.
Yeah.
Nobody's questioning the fact that they're like 50 years old, but they're 8.
So when they get back, the first thing they do is they remember the day remember when you were talking about asking them the occupation and whatever.
Yeah.
And so then that's how they remember that there was a cop at the resort. And that's who they went to and showed them all the information, the names, the blah, blah, blah. And then even though the police was there, everybody was just chilling.
Yeah, they were like, oh, these are just 8-year-olds that are now 50. No big deal. Let's just go arrest some people.
That's it.
Like, fuck you,
and
M. Night.
It wasn't even done in a dramatic form or anything.
No.
It was just,
What was it? There was a line that, like I said, there was a line. This is how I knew that they were self-aware of their age, right? Was because they were in the helicopter, and the last thing that they said was, "How does your aunt feel? How did your aunt react?" And they're like, "How would you act if you're 50-year-old? If you're 8-year-old that's 50 now called you,
or whatever it was,
exactly, called you, and it's
50.
Like, and then the credits, and it was
the
it.
Credits, yeah, that's it.
I usually like do a lot of I usually have photos that I like to pull up on screen, and I usually have articles that I like to share on the show. I had none for this because there was nothing exciting to share physically on the show.
No, the movie was. I'll say it out right now. I liked the movie. I did like it.
I think here once we actually get to the reviewing area here in a moment, I think you're going to give it a lot better score than me.
I think so.
I have my scores already written down, so I don't have to think about it. I don't know if you did or you didn't, but I did.
I pretty much have them memorized. So.
Okay, well, let me see. Let me make sure. Okay. So I think with that said, I think we will get into the part of the show where we give our thoughts and ratings, the noble standards, I guess you would say, of old. I think that's what we'll do here. Let me pull this up on screen.
Yep, and remind us how they work.
All right, let me pull this up. Let me pull the chart up here. There will be a better one. As you can see right now, there is a weird graphic window here. Don't worry, it'll change. It'll get better. I have it there, so you guys can have something to reference to. Okay, but this is how we are going to do the ratings. We always do the ratings and our thoughts at the end of the show. What we do here is we pick a few categories that are relevant to the film, and we give those a 1 through 5 star. That is 1.5, 2, 2.5, all the way up to 5. If the movie is better than a 5 star, then you give it the noble seal of approval. If the movie is below a 1 star, you give it the noble pile. Okay, that is a pile of shit. Okay, that is a pile of bullshit. That is what is the noble pile. All right, so that is the lowest you can go. The highest you can go in the 5-star rating is the noble seal of approval, and then in between is 1 through 5, and in between that. And then after we do that, we'll have one more as the overall. After we do our few categories and rate those, we'll give our overall rating of the film. That will be a 1 through 10 rating, so that's 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, so forth and so on, all the way up to 10.
Yep.
Again, the noble pile and approval seal are in effect, so if it's above a 10, you can give it the noble seal of approval. If it's below a 1, you can give it the noble pile. So far, I have not been able to give anything a noble seal of approval, and that makes me sad. But that's what we're going to do here, and I already have the categories written down. So I will, as usual, I will let you go first. I will say the first one is acting. What would you give in a star rating 1 through 5? What would you give the acting of this movie? And why?
Well,
why?
I'm not as critical about acting as you are. I'm going to give them a 2.5 because I do agree with you. The acting was soft. It was. Okay,
so you're going to give
bland.
You're going to give it an average rating. The 2.5 is like halfway through.
Yeah, a 2.5 average rating.
Okay.
And why? I'm going to take into consideration that a lot of. Well, I don't think language has nothing to do with acting, but because I had a hard time understanding some of them, especially in the beginning, maybe that's what factors into me. Oh, this acting is soft. I don't know. I don't understand these people, but it was 2.5. That's what I'm going to
2.5. All right, so you give it a 2.5 in the acting. Okay. I will give this movie for acting. I will give it a 1 star. Surprising, shocker. I'm not giving it a pile. But the reason why it's not getting a pile for acting is because at least the actors did try, and some of the actors actually did okay. Like I said, the one who played the older boy, he did a great job, especially in his emotional scenes. The doctor even did good. He was okay. There was a few actors that really did try to act. The acting wasn't piss poor. It was just bad.
Right.
So I'll give it a 1 star because at least they tried. Okay, so the next category, since we have over here, we have a 1 star and a 2.5 on your end. Next one is storytelling. What would you give a 1? The storytelling, as far as what did you feel about the story as in itself, and why? 1 through 5 pile. See all
the
that
story. Okay, so I'm gonna give the storytelling also a 2.5. I'll tell you why. It took a while to put the story together because he literally put a puzzle in front of you and just like literally forced you to go from this point to that point to that point to that point, and then at the end it all circled together. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
That's how I felt throughout the whole movie. So 2.5. The storytelling could have been cleaner and better organized.
Okay. So you give it a 2.5. Fair enough. So about average again. So far you're running off of an average score so far, half in between. Okay. I am going to give the storytelling of this movie the grandest award that I can give it. I'm going to give it the Noble Pile.
Whoa, something got the Noble Pile from you.
Yes, this one's getting the Noble Pile. Okay. The storytelling is getting a Noble Pile because it's so sporadic. Like, it was not good storytelling. Like, even if the story could have been good, the directing and direction could have been so much better. It was so poorly put together and edited.
It was.
Not edited. Like, the movie was fine, but the way that they put the script, it was just all over the fucking... Like, the script itself, the storytelling was just all over the place. It was like somebody's amateur fucking screen reading.
If you break that movie into pieces, I could rearrange that in a better way. So
absolutely,
it makes sense,
absolutely. If you were to break it down, there is a good movie in there, but because this movie is what we got, the storytelling absolutely gets a Noble Pile.
Somebody grab the pooper scooper.
Absolutely, that shit needs to be scooped the fuck up. M. Night need to come pick up his shit straight up. Like, stop leaving your shit lying around like that. Okay.
Yeah.
And now we will go to, because this movie is not your slasher or expected type of horror movie, we are going to go into shock value, because there's not really any gore in this movie because it's not that type of movie. Shock value. What would you give as far as shock value wise? Like the things that pop, like I don't know, things that happened. You go, oh shit, I didn't see that coming, or oh my god, that was cool. Blah 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 blah. What would you give the shock value of this movie?
That one's tough. It's gonna be 1. I'm gonna be honest with you. The only part that kind of shocked me a little bit was the baby birthing and dying, and it kind of brought the story together. Like, oh shit, they are rapidly, he died of malnutrition, obviously.
Yeah, malnutrition. Yeah.
So that was like, oh shit, okay, whatever. But no, nothing else really shocked me. No.
Ironically, crazy enough, and it's even in my notes, I'm also going to give it a 1. And the only reason it's not getting a pile is because of that scene. Because of a few scenes. One, the fact that they had them fuck. I didn't expect that, because that really
good too,
like they were 8 years old. I don't care if they're in 16-year-old bodies. They're still 8 years old. I didn't expect that. So then they fuck because they're 8-year-olds going through puberty. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And there's a little bit of comedy in there too, because one of the things he said was, "I didn't know you could do that with the first time."
Yeah, he said
Like we only did it once.
Like
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, like
I thought it took multiple times. Like, no, shit, that can happen in one try.
Nope. That's what we need.
So, I mean, there was a little bit of comical value in there, but the shock value is like, I didn't expect them to fuck. I didn't expect them to have a baby. I did not expect the baby to die. So that is the only reason out this whole fucking movie, the only shock value that I got out of it, the only reason it gets a 1 star.
Yeah.
So I think we definitely agree on that. Okay. So now I said we are skipping this. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we're going to skip that one, and we're going to go right to the grand overall of this fucking movie. So now 1 through 10, right? So you got 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, so forth, all the way up to 10. Mm-hmm. You can give it the 1 through 10, or below 1 being the noble pile, or above 10 giving it the noble seal of approval. Overall, this movie in a whole, what would you give it?
Okay, the movie, even though it was very spotty, bunch of plot holes, everything, it did keep me entertained. Okay, it did. I'm going to give the movie a 6.
No shit. Okay,
no shit.
So we have a solid 6 right here.
Yeah, the movie had everything going for it. It could have just been pieced together better, and you would have had a wonderful fucking movie.
Absolutely, I do agree.
But because of the plot holes and all that, breaking the story into so many pieces that didn't make sense how they were put together, I'll keep it at a 6.
Okay, no, okay, I cannot give it a 6. But surprisingly, I'm not. My score is not going to be as low as you would think. It is below average. I am going to give it a 4.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a 4, and the only reason it is giving a 4 is because the guy who played the boy, as in the older version of him, did a great job of some of his emotional scenes. The shock value from the pregnancy and all that shit, that was okay.
Yeah.
The quality of the movie was all right. Like, it wasn't a poorly filmed movie or anything. It didn't feel like an amateur movie.
Yeah.
Like, it should have been a AAA movie as far as the filming wise was, like, quality.
And like I said, some of the deaths were neat. The rust, that was
neat.
The
rust scene and shit. Yeah, that was cool.
The lady being contorted, the girlfriend of his or whatever. That was pretty neat.
It
wasn't shocking, but it was neat.
Some things definitely saved this movie from being a complete shit show. Absolutely.
Show, yeah.
But I can't. It's definitely below average. I would say if you're looking for a time killer, not looking for a great movie, definitely go see this. I give it a 4 out of overall. So we got a 6 and we got a 4.
6, yep.
So I mean, both sides of the fence. He gives it a little above average. I give it below average. Again, we do this we don't want you to sit there and we love. Actually, I love the fact that we were divisive on this one because so far out of all 5, we've pretty much agreed almost on all of them.
Yeah.
This one,
especially the last one.
Especially the last one.
Terrible.
This one, we're divisive, and I like the fact that we're on different sides of the fence with it. I like that. I like because it gives people different things to look at, and I want more. I'm not saying we need to do more of that because it's only if it's organic, of course.
Right.
But I hope we do have more of that because it gives people different sides to look at it. Because, like I said, we don't do this because we want you guys to say, "Oh, they didn't like it, so I'm not going to go see it." No.
Please go watch it.
We're going to tell you this because we want you to know what you're getting into. Now, hopefully, you didn't watch this all the way through. What we want you to do, I'm going to say this because I put this in the video description and everything. This is not a spoiler-free episode. This is a show. This is a show breakdown. Okay, this is a movie. This is breaking down shit. So if you're watching this, the idea is that you are joining us to see what our take is, to see if it's the same as yours. This is not a review based. We're not giving you the general reviews. Maybe I'll put some things in there at some point. I don't know, but the show is not for snippets. We're not trying to sell the movie.
You've already watched it. Yeah.
We're not trying to sell the movie.
It's going to get ruined. Yeah.
We're trying to discuss the movies. We're not trying to sell the movies. So by all means, hopefully you've went to see it. If you don't care about spoilers and you're going to go watch it based off of us, go watch it. Give it and then leave in the comments if you loved this movie, if you think we're fucking assholes for giving it the score. Tell us we're assholes for giving it. We want to hear from you. We want to know what your thoughts are. That's what we do this for. We don't do this because we want to be the movie Nazis. We're not. This is our sitting here giving us because we love horror movies. We've always loved horror
yeah.
movies. We've talked about horror movies for, I mean, shit. Me and him have known each other since we were like 8.
I'm 40 now, so that means I've known him for about 30. We met at like 7.
It's like 7,
8.
yeah, 7, 8, yeah.
Yeah, 7,
So
8.
you're looking at it's like 30,
7 from 40.
33, 34 years,
Yep.
give or take. So we've known each other the greater portion of our lives, and we've talked about horror movies, amongst other things, but we've talked about horror movies throughout. We like to say that we are real horror fans. We love all different forms of horror. With psychological, supernatural, slasher, corny, mind-blowing, thought intriguing, all that bullshit. Like, I love it all.
All that shit. We're not picky when it comes down to horror. Love it
No, we'll
all.
watch it all. And if you guys want to suggest something for us to watch, by all means, do that as well. But with that said, like I said, I hope you guys are enjoying the shows so far. This is the 5th episode. The next one we are going to do, episode 8, is going to be on. What is the name of the movie that was drawn out?
Name of the movie 2022, and it's called X.
X. It is called X, and this one,
and I chose it.
he chose this one, and
this
you're
one.
gonna go if you watch. Go watch the trailer. Okay, go watch the trailer.
Yep.
Watch X, so you can come join us on the next episode.
You can find it on.
It's on a couple different things. It's on Apple TV. It's on Paramount.
TV, yeah.
Okay, it's on Paramount if you have the Showtime package.
Right.
But if you don't have the Showtime package and you have Apple TV, then I believe it's on there. I don't know. I watch it on. I'm watching it on Paramount. So, but that's where I'm doing it because I have the Showtime thing or Showtime, whatever. But yeah, go watch that movie. Go watch X. That is literally what it says. It's a chick on the front cover. Go watch it. This is VC's fucking pick, just so you guys know.
My one of my favorite type of movies.
Yes, and watch this movie because if you come join us for episode 6, then you can join us in the discussion of this fucking movie and have an opinion. So make sure. I think that's what we're going to do from now on. We're going to announce the movies.
That's a good idea. Announce it that way they can watch it.
Yeah,
and then be part of the
be part of the discussion when the episode comes. So come join us for episode 6 when we talk about X. Which I have mixed feelings about this one.
I think I'm gonna like it.
I know you're gonna love it.
I'm hoping I'm gonna love it, but I am gonna say that what happened last week could unfortunately happen again.
Yeah, but see, Scream's not known for certain things. This movie is obviously going to have those certain things in it, so I think you're going to like it. Even if it's a shitty story, you're going to be like, oh, titties.
It was good, titties.
like titties were in it. It was a great movie.
Yep.
So yeah, no, I like I said, watch that movie, guys. Episode 6 is going to be on X, and then of course in episode 6 we will announce episode 7's release, what we're going to do. But next episode is going to be on the movie X. It can be found on Paramount Plus, Showtime additive, or it can be found on Apple TV. I think it might be able to be found, or if you just want to rent the movie, I mean, do whatever. Like I said, we're not selling the fucking movie. But if you want to join us in the thought process, go watch the movie. If you just want to see what the fuck we have to say about the movie, you don't even have to watch it. Just come watch.
Just come and enjoy it.
But at least you'll have some stake in it if you come watch us. So next Friday, as we do every Friday, 12 o'clock p.m. EST, we release an episode of the Grimm Tales podcast. Come join us next Friday for the next episode, which is on X. Make sure to get in that URL right there. Okay.
No. Wait.
Go ahead.
Maybe I heard you wrong, but it's supposed to be this Friday coming up. The debut is of
the next after this episode. This is episode 5. Okay. After this episode,
I thought you were talking about the episode that's going to air this Friday.
You got to remember this is pre-recorded.
Oh, that's. Fuck me. Okay, just you see, this is the type of shit you're gonna see because somehow I'm feeling like I'm live.
No, I get it. No. Just I get it.
Never mind. Yep, never mind. Just listen to him. That's what you gotta do.
So yeah, like I was saying, the episode after this one. So every Friday we release an episode at 12 o'clock p.m. EST. This is episode 5. The next one that's coming out after this, if you're watching this, the next episode that's coming out after this one, if you're watching them in chronological order, is going to be on X. And go watch that movie to come join us.
And this is why you listen to him, because...
It's what it is. But like I said, get in that QR code right there. That QR code is All Things Noble Online. And as things get added, that is the gaming, that's the Twitch page, the YouTube page, the Facebook page, the fucking Twitter page, the fucking everything. Fucking, there's gonna be a TikTok in there. There's gonna be
everything. Put the station on there too.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there in the tree and everything. It's like everything is gonna be in there. So find everything related. I'm gonna put a VNG link in there as well. So everything VNG related, VNG Productions will be in that. So like again, get in that URL because as it gets added and updated, you'll be able to find it in there. Because it's not in there right now. You want to plug the station real quick?
Yep, it's www.synthpopradio.com. We play industrial, EBM, and synth pop 24 hours a day with the occasional mix of other shit in there for funs. But I normally pre-announce it weeks before, so you'll have heads up if there's going to be anything different or new.
All right. Well, with that, with our little bit of plugging, like I said, get over those URLs, get in the Discord. Very important. Get in the Discord. The Discord is very important because that is how we communicate with you guys on the regular. That is when things are not live and not releasing. Get in there, community, make it grow. Share it with your friends. Share it with your friends' friends. Share it with your mom. Share it with your mistress. I don't give a fuck.
Yes.
Share it with everybody. Okay.
Yes.
Sign it on somebody's tits. I don't care.
Listen, tattoo it on your forehead.
Absolutely, I totally agree.
Tattoo it on a tip. I don't care.
Share it around.
If only your girlfriend sees it on your tip. Still, that's still sharing.
That's it. That's one extra person. Get it in there. If she's blowing you, she says, "What is Noble?
What is that?"
No, I want to go see what that is. You know, like. But yeah. With that said, we are running a little. Running a little longer than usual. But I mean, it is what it is.
A cartoon about that in my head.
Yeah, just Noble. What's that? But yeah, guys. Like I said, come join us for the next episode 6. Hopefully, you're enjoying them so far. We enjoy making them. We're doing pretty good. We're doing a lot better. Like the show is improving. The quality's obviously the quality's coming up. It's going to continue to come up. Or if you're seeing things you don't like, it'll probably be fixed at some point. So come join us on this journey, this crazy journey that we're doing. Because we're not going anywhere. We're going to be doing this for a long time.
Yes,
and we hope that you come join us every Friday, 12 o'clock p.m. EST on the Noble GI YouTube channel for the podcast. If you want to see everything else, get in that URL right there for the link tree and check it out. Everything's right there. You got anything to say before we bid these people farewell?
No, farewell and live long and prosper like always.
All right, peoples. See us this Friday. See us the next episode the following Friday, 12 o'clock p.m. EST, right here on the Noble GI channel. See you then, peeps. Enjoy.
Peace.